What's up, everybody? I'm Miss Jalen Hills. I'm out here just trying to figure out this whole content creating thing, but y'all just roll with me. This is my journey to healing my mind, body, and spirit. Listen, I'm just chilling over here. I don't want no bullshit. I'm just chilling, and I just want to chat about what I see when it comes to these Love and Marriage Huntsville streets and just my life. My life alone is in my mind. In my opinion, it's a whole damn reality TV show. So I don't need reality TV for that type of shit. I got my own drama, plenty of it. But, you know, what I want to talk about today is being a woman. Being a woman. Being a woman is probably one of the best and worst things to be for multiple reasons. First, let's just start with Adam and Eve. Let's start at the beginning, depending on which your belief system are. But as we know, most people, or most of us, or we know Christianity. And I'm not saying most because this is a big platform, but let's just start with Christianity because that's what I identify with. I don't know much about other religions. I know a little bit about the Muslim faith, a little bit about Hinduism, but, I live in the Christianity space. So let's just talk about being a woman and Eve. And so, in Bible times, he said, it created Adam and Eve, Adam's rib, and then it's misogyny and all of that stuff. The woman you gave me made me eat the fruit, fucker. But whatever, I ain't going there. The purpose is to talk about Eve. And he said that you will feel, the Bible say that you will feel your birth pains and you'll give birth and become a mother to the nation and you'll feel the birth pains. So that got me to thinking about all of the stuff that goes on with women, our hormones, perimenopause, all of that stuff. So I went to see my OBGYN. Every time I go there, I wasn't having the best day when I went there. I was staring up at the ceiling. And of course, I told y'all I'm grieving my sister. And so tears was rolling down my face. I had, sometimes I just be laying there and my eyes just started leaking. And I was just sitting there waiting for him, how we go to the gynae and what we have to do at the gynae. So my legs, propped up and shit. And I'm just sitting there waiting for him. And then after he got down in my business, I started thinking, people, because, I don't have no children. My mother and father never told me to get married and have children because they know what the shit was in real life, even though they was thick as thieves. My parents are thick as thieves. They was best friends, but they knew what the shit was. Don't do that shit because it's a quite overrated experience. It really is. Because when you think about it, look around and see how people be acting. But I'm going to get back to that in a second. So I'm sitting there and, we chatted about the whole healthcare. What's the dude? The CEO who got murdered. We talked about that. Me and my doctor he been all in my business. I love him to death. He been all in my business. So we just be sitting up chatting, having little chats. And so I asked him, I was like, can you check on my little blood work from such and such, my primary care, who is a woman? Because I got a woman at my primary care, and then I had a black man primary care. Do you know these men will call me, chat with me, tell me what my blood work mean? And so, but anyway, that's a different story. I won't even get into all of that. At any rate, so I'm just, at the doctor, and I was just thinking, how in the fuck? Why in the fuck do women do this multiple times? I'm just worrying about my pap smear. I'm just getting that checked out. But do you know how often you got to go see the gynae and have them in your business the whole time you're pregnant? And then you do it multiple times? What the fuck? That's the craziest thing in the world to me, although it is natural. That's the craziest thing in the world to me because I am a sociology major and I was a college dropout, not to be confused with psychology, not to be confused with philosophy, sociology. So I really do like to watch and study people, not because I'm trying to dissect, but it's just I like to understand what makes people tick. It's a thing. And plus I am, like I explained, I am a true Scorpio. So I'll be just checking stuff out. Just which brings me to my second thing I wanted to discuss. And being a woman. You see, so I am, if you follow my page and pay attention, everybody knows, or anybody that's been over here knows that I am a Melody supporter. I love that girl. She moves the way she moves, and I've seen her on TV and then also in the internet. And then also I'm a extreme supporter because we see what's been happening to her for the last 7 years, 6 years, like people plotting against her, trying to ruin her, and her all facilitated and started by her ex-husband, and everybody else either jumped on his bandwagon or just attached themselves to them as a couple because of what they could do and who they were in the community, it seems to me, from my purview. And then the people who attached themselves to their beef and picked a side, which seems very strange to me. Like, how do you attach yourself to their beef as a couple, their husband and wife? Everything that's happened between them is husband and wife business. And we've seen this fool this fool cause all of this bullshit that is happening today in the streets. And the fools who attached themselves to him because they all try to leech off this woman's greatness. And they feel entitled to leech off this woman's greatness. So that's what I see. That's what I see. That's why I love her. I identify myself as a mellometer. But the mellometer male supporter YouTube sector, whew, it's exhausting. So I'm gonna just stay over here in my business because it's exhausting. So I don't need it, like, for real. From all aspects, we got people fighting, developing beef, people, this side of friends, that side of friends, this clique is here, this clique is there. We got throwing shade here, this subliminal shit, and this whole sector is a motherfucking reality TV show in itself. And so I'm gonna stay over here in my business to talk about my life and just listen, see what I got going on. In my life, I got enough drama in my own motherfucking life. The internet, I ain't in the internet to look for no beef. So I mean, straight the fuck up. This shit's fucking ridiculous. I just be wanting to support the women and men, but we know that this is a female-dominated space, support the women who support the reason everybody's in this sector, or most of us in this sector, are on the motherfucking the person who supports the reason we're here. That's the only thing I wanted to fucking do. But I can't do that because bitches be simple. This is why. Which brings me to this is why. This is why. I'm just gonna stay a spectator and mind my motherfucking business because there's some bullshit over here. But let me just bring it back to being a woman. I understand that this is the most difficult and it's the most beautiful thing in the world, but it's also the most difficult when you're just trying to be around bitches. And I say bitches meaning females. Simple. It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. It always has been. It always has been. And I just do not understand it. And it's annoying. And this is why I understood one thing I understand about Kimmy Scott. One thing I understand about Kimmy Scott. Girl shit. It's the most asinine thing. I compete with me versus me. Me versus me. Me versus me. I don't give a fuck. Everybody, it's just me versus me. That's it. That's the only thing I agree with about Kimmy Scott. Okay? And I think that that's how you stay where you need to be because bitches be simple. I just had to get that out. I don't care how up. It's just silly. Somebody always competing with somebody. Somebody always think they want. Somebody want what they got. Bitch, I'm over here trying to be me versus me. And maybe that's why, I'm that bitch. But I don't know. Moving on. Sid, which brings me to the Love and Marriage Huntsville sector. Y'all, this shit has given me life. It's given me life. I am thoroughly entertained because now I see, which from the beginning, I had a girlfriend, me and my girlfriend. She's really like my sister, but you know how you have people who just can't stand your bearings. That's why I feel like Melody and I are kindred spirits because them women just didn't like her for the sake of not liking her, or they were jealous of her or hating on her or whatever, just because she moving. And she just being herself. People just don't like when you be yourself. And that's cool. But, it is what it is. I like it. I find, because I am a sociology major, I find people's quirks very endearing. I don't care. As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not being stank and nasty, I'm very tolerable of people, especially females, because I understand. Because I see myself in every female because I am every woman. That's how I view myself. I am every woman. I see myself in a little bit of this person, that person, that person. I ain't finna get to calling names because it don't even fucking matter. But anyway, what I find interesting is that everything that we all knew was happening is coming to fruition right now. And it's so beautiful to see. And watching Melody just be at peace with her babies and just chill out and has learned because they're eating themselves. And I don't like to use the word snakes because even though I am, People say snakes, snakes. I'm not afraid of snakes. I grew up uh, with my uncle had snakes, and I used to have pythons. He had pythons when I was 11 years old, rolling around my neck, and I have a picture of a snake. And my niece, scared to death of snakes, she screams when she see them. And I took her baby around because my friend had a snake, and child, she almost had a fit. But I love I like snakes. They don't bother me. Um, what I don't fuck with is domestic cats and niggas, because you never know what they're gonna do. They're unpredictable. You know what a snake will do. He'll either bite you or suck the blood out of you. Christians use that word snake as the serpent, but snakes get a bad rap. I don't know. I wouldn't even call these people snakes. They worse than snakes. Snakes can be protective of you. Anything can be protective of you. But these people, and this Love and Marriage Huntsville show, these people are what I like to call domestic cats and men. They shady. You're not just very sneaky. They move around very sneaky like plot. Snakes, they just slither. The Bible gave the serpent the bad name, so y'all going around here using snakes as a but either way, these people are deplorable. I call them deplorables. That's what he called us. Ain't that what Marceau called us? The millimeters are deplorable. Motherfucker, you deplorable. You. The Scott brothers seem to me the most deplorable of them all. But Marty, you can't even be. You could call Marty deplorable, but Marty, you know what he gonna do when he do it. He diabolical like a woman. Like, he just a narc. Like, Marty, like his antics, like, he will drive you crazy if you let him. But his antics, he has lost his mind. Like Melody, it was so funny when I watched that scene. I think about her face when they were sitting at the coffee shop, one of their last scene together, when she was just like, yeah, I'm just being honest. You don't like my honesty. She was like, I don't give a fuck about this nigga no more. Get the fuck out my face. You do anything else to me, you going to jail. Fuck you, Marcel. That was her face, and that shit was fucking funny to me. So now to watch all of this play out the way it's playing out, it's quite refreshing, and I think it's funny. So moving on from that, I'm planning to continue to be entertained. But moving on from the actual show of it all, I just, want to talk about the dating life and just the Black experience, period. And what I was thinking about as we are women and men and trying to exist in this space, just on Earth, because Earth is ghetto. um, I don't know, y'all. I hope to one day be in a relationship, because I've never been married, don't have any children. And to me, like I said, it's a great experience. I know it could be great with the right person. But look at Melody. She did everything right in the sense of how she was supposed to, move around the order of things, Like some people say decency and order. I say decency and arrangement, religious shit, Bible talk, whatever. If you go to church, that's what people say. So whatever. She did everything like that. And still, look at that plum fool. And none of it is her fault. So, you know, what I believe is that men are not going to treat us better than we treat each other. Like, I'll go kick it and chop it up with some men, and I see men, not like Martell and Marceau, that's some different quid pro quo, funky, weird shit with their relationship. But most men, unless it's grimy, it's just a conversation, little whatever, and you move on. Women, we are fucking exhausting. I exhaust myself. And when I try to be cool with bitches, they exhaust me. It's so fucking draining to be around a bunch of women. Why? It shouldn't be. So if we doing each other like this, why do we think that our men are going to respect us more than we respect each other? Kimmy, Letitia. I ain't gonna even talk about Destiny. Like, for real, she didn't attach herself to this situation so much. So here's what I think about Destiny, which is fucking weird as hell. Her ass, okay, it seems that her ass, I don't know if her and Martell really were friends since they were 15. I need somebody to dig into that and see when they actually for real became friends, because her shit is weird as fuck. Like, she ends up with LeBaric. It seemed to me, however she ended up with LeBaric, and the LeBaric, Martell, and Destiny of it all is what confuses me. For Melody not to even know her or mention her or whatever, and she may have known Marty when they were kids or whatever. But I was looking at a clip from one of the content creators, because I can't watch her channel, and I'm looking at her face. Like, that lady, I don't know. Something is going on with her. And I'm going to pray for her, because she needs to go ahead and get off, in my opinion, get off the whole internet, the whole public eye, and go and get away from Marty and go sit on somebody's couch, like, for real, because that life coach, I don't know what the hell. I have never watched it. I only hear about what be going on from the content creators, but I pay little attention to that, because there's only certain things that my mind can take in. Once I'm done, like, I don't know what's going on any male hate situations. I don't know any of that, because I, again, have enough drama in my real life that I try to stay away from drama and entertainment. Hence, that's why I watch stuff like DR Detroit. Let me just tell y'all, I'm going to cover that show. I'm going to cover that show in some content, because I love that show. Reasonable Doubt. I'm going to cover that show, because art imitates life. Art takes it back to how we should be moving, even though it may be a dramatic situation, but there's nothing new under the sun. Ain't that what the Bible say? And we all just people. But anyway, Destiny. Yeah, that's too much. Like, she's got some hollowness when I look at her face. Like, and it's just like everybody is just looking, their faces is just like, her, and then even CKO, his face. Everybody just looking real crazy. But anyway, I will be interested to see what's going on with that in this sector, and the coverage and all of the stuff that's going on with this people. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. Oh, bring it back. But being a woman is very great, but it's just also not the easiest thing to do, from the way our bodies are made and how we have to show up in the world. And I am, quite frankly, tired of giving two fucks. I really don't. Like, since my soul sister died, I've been trying to just process, because we had a relationship that was so, I don't know if you want to call it codependent. I don't know. We just was each other's, I don't know. Like, I didn't feel like I was missing nothing, because I've always had her. She's always had me. But she also had a husband and children, but it was still me. We were just each other's person since 4.5 years old, stuck like glue, period. And it's very hard. It's very hard to not have her anymore. It's very hard to not have her anymore. So I'm going to leave that at that. Give me a minute, y'all. So I feel like I'm on this journey for a reason. I feel like God is telling me what to do. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know, but I'm just trying to be obedient. Because I need to quiet my mind long enough to hear him. It's just, yeah. Yeah. But I do want to be in a relationship. And I guess now, because the key relationship I've had all of my life is gone, a relationship with a man. Because, I mean, you know, like I said, men and domestic cats, I don't trust them. I don't know what they gonna do. What is your purpose for appearing in my life? What do you want from me? Because niggas always want fucking something. Instead of coming to give and to serve. Why are you in my life? Why do you want to be in my life? And I believe that they treat us the way that they treat us because of the way we treat each other. I listened to Deion Cole, and he told a joke one time. He was like, you know, men are simple for the most part. Men are simple. But you bitches can't even figure out what y'all want as a collective. And ain't that what's going on right here in this Love and Marriage Huntsville sector? We supposed to be supporting the male support. The Love and Marriage Huntsville male supporter sector. We supposed to be supporting one woman. We all talking about supporting one woman. We got bitches out here doxing bitches. Bitches out here being just hateful to bitches. We got bitches throwing subliminal messages to bitches. Bitches who hate other bitches. And this bitch is on this bitches. And bitch. Bitch. But whatever. Again, my business. Yeah, so I would love to have the experience of Black love. I would love to have what my parents had. My mother has been gone for 14 years now. Yeah. So I'm looking at this. This God is telling me my two main bitches are gone. my mother, and my bestie, my BFF. My main bitches are gone. Let that sink in, y'all. What I would like to do right now is thank God for strength and clarity and know that I am grateful to be in this space. And this is just my journey, y'all. All I want to know, all I want to do is figure out where the spirit is leading me and to talk to y'all about whatever is coming up in my spirit. And today it was just about simply being a woman. It's the best, the greatest, and the most bizarre experience on earth. Experience, period. Because earth is trash. Earth is ghetto. Because humans are trash. Black women are, we say we're the backbone and we have carried this country. We have done this. But look at how it goes. YouTube is a reality TV show in its own right. What the fuck do we need anything else to facilitate and do it on purpose for? We got men in our business. We let men in our business. And look at how that they stirring it up, acting worse than us. Ain't nothing worse than a feminine acting man. They more diabolical than we are. Nothing to do with who you sleep with, what you're doing. That ain't none of my business. But I didn't know being gay makes you feminine because you're not a man. I mean, you're not a woman. You're still a man. You don't have our hormones. You don't bleed every month. You don't go through any of the female experience. So either get out of our business, or if you're here, serve a purpose and break it up. I don't care who you sleep with. I'm so sick of us, black people. And I mean black people as a whole. I'm sick of us. I'm like, I wanted to get married one day. I remember thinking when I was 20-something years old, oh, when I get married, blah, blah, blah. I never wanted to have any children because I just got through talking about Eve straight up. And let's see how people just had their legs propped open, 10 months out of a year, multiple times back to back to back, being pregnant. Melody got 4 children. And our grandmamas and them had 7. That's some fuckery. Could you imagine having your legs propped in the air? And we keep doing it because that's how God created us. Could you imagine a man doing that? They don't got it in them. They treat us how we treat each other. Look at this shit. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Earth is trash. And listen, I'm just going to sit over here in my little corner of YouTube and mind my motherfucking business. And hopefully, people like me and come on over here. Please don't, though. If you don't like me, just don't. I don't go nowhere that I don't like people. You know what I'm saying? I don't go nowhere I don't like people. And I don't really have an issue. I usually try to find the good in most people because, it's all about tolerance. You ain't doing nothing to me and you ain't doing nothing slimy to people. I don't give a fuck. But these people over here in this Love and Mirror Huntsville streets all jumped in Marty in Melody's business to leech. Marty wanted to marry Melody to leech. Marceau and Maurice leached onto Martell because Martell was connected to and Melody, thus doing great things. They built businesses together, had children together. Then you have those Scots, specifically Marceau, leech onto Marty. And now look at him trying to push Marty out after you done leached off of him and he done brought you up from the movie theater. The movie theater, Marceau. That's crazy. This shit's fucking hilarious and I'm thoroughly entertained. But when you have men get in women's business, Carlos King. Child. This shit cry. This shit cry. So that's what I'm going to do. Wrap that up and get all into my entertainment for the week and just try to stay in my business and stay sane. Because grief is a linear process. It can cause you to be depressed. And it's not that I don't have the tools. But feelings are feelings. My soul sister is gone. My mother is gone. And each time someone is taken from you, it brings you back to another person that you lost before. My sister and my mother are gone. It's just me. Me versus me. So that's what I'm going to say. That's what I wanted to get on here to say today. So I love y'all. Anybody that's listening, subscribe, hang out. If you on here just to trust me, I'm used to bitches hating on me. Don't come over here hating on me. I don't give a fuck. Straight up. Miracles and blessings. Hope everybody has a great week. Get on back to my motherfucking business. Peace out.